Hello. Hello. Good evening. Welcome.
Don't,
Welcome to the Vicky
you're
and Vinny
awkward
Live
until you
show.
see yourself because you don't understand.
Yeah.
You don't understand delay. Like what you're doing
Right.
when I say you're live, you're automatically live. Just talk like they can see you. Now, here's the thing. I have to tell you that it doesn't even matter. Like tonight, we're not. Yeah.
I know
You're
we're
good.
live. Yep.
No,
Can you turn that off though?
I want Tabby to get me a beer.
Okay. You want Tabby to get you a beer? Okay.
We're live.
Okay.
That sounds great.
Yes.
So, Vicky, it's a big week. As usual, welcome to Vicky Vinny Live Tuesday night.
Yes, I'm excited to be here. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I tried to chime in as many Facebook posts as I could saying, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day.
It's a belated Mother's Day.
What do you mean it's a belated
Well,
Mother's
it's
Day?
in the past.
Well, you still say Happy Mother's Day.
No, listen, once it's done, it's done.
I don't think so. don't
No,
think
what you
so.
say now is, I hope you had a good Mother's Day.
Okay, Mr. Picky.
No, you can't say Merry Christmas to someone on January 3rd.
Yes,
They're
you
like,
can. Everyone says Merry Christmas for like a week after Christmas. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I feel like I'm in the Whoville. We were just talking about that movie. Merry Christmas.
I don't care if you say happy. I hope you had a happy Mother's Day. Do whatever you want to do. I don't care, right? We hope you had a happy You had a great Mother's Day.
I had a great Mother's Day. Tell you about my Mother's Day. It was really, we didn't do much, but it was one of those days that is just phenomenal. Like from start to finish, first of all, our older girls came home from college.
All the girls are home.
Vinny made breakfast, and then after breakfast, we were deciding what to do. And Vinny originally wanted the older girls to clean the house. And you know what? As any mother with daughters would tell you, that's just going to erupt in a fight. So I said, let's put a pin in that. And so the older girls and I went to the mall instead.
To the mall.
Well, because Maddie and Tabby had a semi-formal to go to. They need to look for a dress. And I said, I like walking around the mall.
You went to the mall. You cleaned up our credit
Right.
card account. Cleaned up our bank account.
No, I did. And no, we actually bought nothing because we went to Monmouth Mall, which is a literal ghost town.
Well, it's Mother's Day. People aren't in the mall on
No,
Mother's
the
Day.
stores are closed. It's like so many shuttered stores.
Well, it's because Charles Kushner is going to redo it all.
No, I don't know what it is, but
I'm telling you what it is.
I didn't get the memo that everything was closed. So, but Cassie was so sweet. So they, in the middle of the mall, they had one of these jumping things where they harnessed the kids in, and 3 kids could go at a time, and they jump and they flip, like they do in Panama City Beach.
Yes.
Except that it was like one 15-year-old kid running the whole shebang. So he did not care at all. Like he wasn't moving it along. He didn't care. He was just sitting there. So I waited in line for a half hour to get Cassie's turn. There was literally only 5 kids in front of us. And she was so sweet because she kept saying, Mom, it's Mother's Day. This is your day. We don't have to do it.
Oh.
Which made me want to stay in line even more because I said, no, damn it, we're staying.
Because you're a mother, you have to do that. That's reverse. She's smart. That's like a reverse psychology trick she used on you. It's Mother's Day. You're a mother. I'm a kid. It's all about you. And that fed your guilt. She's smart, Vicky.
She is smart. She is smart. It's funny you should say that because so they had jump rope for the heart at school, and you had to pay to win these plastic toys, and then jump rope. And I talked to her about it, and I said, do you want me to sponsor you? Because I'm not going to ask everybody to, from our family, like, would you like to spend $10 to do that?
Our family would say no.
I know. So
Nope. No.
she's sitting there kicking the soccer ball against the living room couch, and she said, "No, I'm not going to be manipulated just for plastic toys. That's all a bunch of manipulation."
I'm telling you, she's like
I'm
out
not
of the
gonna do
world
it.
smart.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you right now, and she's also, in my opinion, she knows what she wants, right? Because the other great thing about Sunday, hey, can you bring me a cold beer? Give me a Stella here. I'm on the air. You want a cold beer, Vic?
No, I'm on antibiotics.
Okay, can I get a cold beer down here? Thanks, son. I had to call my daughter for a cold beer. But anyway, so Sunday we had a soccer game.
Yeah, and they won a big game.
Big game. And I'm on the sideline. I'm not the coach. I'm the team manager.
Yes.
but I was managing, my. I coach when I can. Our coach is very good.
She's great.
So I don't have to do a lot. But one of the things I coached was I said to Cassie, if you pray well, it's worth $100.
Yeah.
And I told her specific things she had to do. And she does them on the field, and then she does this, which I think is hysterical. She should be a pro soccer player because she'll play for the money. And it wasn't, is it wrong that I said we give her $100 for that?
Well, you technically, I mean, she's not listening, so it doesn't matter, but you technically never gave her the money, so it doesn't matter. Just keep racking it up. Keep racking it up.
Believe me, I think she'll one day just sue me for it all.
Yeah.
She's a smart kid. But that was a great Mother's Day for that, and we had a nice day. So happy Mother's Day to you.
Yeah.
I put a post up of you, Donna,
Right.
and my mother.
Your mother.
And I realized I have no digital photographs of my mother.
Right, because your mom died. Your mom passed, unfortunately,
Thank you,
very
sweetheart.
young, and she passed in 2004. And at that time, we were still
Still using film.
Yeah.
And so I used a digital shot of Mother Teresa,
Right.
which did very well anyway.
It did.
A lot of people like that because if they knew my mother, she was a saint.
Right.
She was a saint.
Right.
So Vicky, I don't know what else you want to talk
So,
about.
so the big news is that.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I want to say that I also cooked dinner tonight.
Oh, yes. It was a big to-do that Vinny cooked dinner tonight.
For the whole crew.
Yes, for the whole crew. So in 27 years of Vinny and I being together, there's maybe 5 or 6 times.
Oh,
he's
that is
cooked dinner.
such horseshit.
No, it's not
That is
horseshit.
such horseshit.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's
my
always
God.
a big production. Big production. The kitchen's a mess. I
Vicky,
got
how
to
many-
clean. Now I've got to hear about it. I cooked dinner. I cooked dinner. I cooked dinner.
By the way, you sound awful.
I know I do. I'm sorry. I don't feel good.
You
So-
don't get excited. Here, take a sip of my beer. Give me whatever COVID you got.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna tell you.
I don't have COVID. We all have chest colds, but I didn't go. I didn't go to the doctor. So Madison is allergic to prednisone, and even though in the checklist, just down at the local urgent care, we reminded them she can't have prednisone. So they gave her prednisone and antibiotics. So I know this is going to sound cuckoo bananas, but whenever the kids don't finish their antibiotics, I hold on to them. And so Tabitha had old antibiotics. So I have given myself the antibiotics of Tabby's old antibiotics and Maddie's prednisone because she can't have it anyway.
Yeah, but you shouldn't diagnose yourself and take medicine. Now, this is what pisses me off about all you. Now, I'm the only one in the house not sick.
Yeah.
Everybody's sick except me.
Yeah,
And
that is right. Yeah, we are all sick except
everybody
you.
but me. And I'm the only one that takes the vitamins that I've said you should be taking every day. You
I have Airborne every day.
Vicky, Airborne is candy. It's not real. It doesn't
It's
really work.
so good. I love Airborne.
How come I'm not sick? And so I take my vitamins every day, my athletic greens in the morning,
Yeah.
and you won't do it. You're so frustrating, and you're sick. You sound like a 60-year smoker. Give me a cigarette, and someone get me a cup of coffee and a cigarette, and a Twinkie. That's what it sounds like. You sound awful.
I know. I do sound awful.
And you're not even allowed to kiss me goodnight because it sounds like I'm kissing Uncle Charlie. You sound so bad.
Uncle Charlie, what is that show from?
I just made up a name. I don't know. Charlie, I don't know. Maybe from Petticoat Junction. But the point I'm trying to make is I take vitamin A, B, C, D, zinc, garlic, quercetin, turmeric, and I take one other thing. I forget what it is. Doesn't matter. I take 10 pills every night.
I know, but when you had me try the one vitamin, I'm telling you, I got nauseous every time. I got nauseous.
That's psychosomatic.
Oh, talk about psychosomatic. Let's talk about
No, wait a
psychosomatic.
second. Before you go into my psychosomatic thing.
Let's
No,
talk about psychosomatic, cuckoo.
no, you're psycho and you're somatic. You're both because vitamins don't get you sick.
No, they do. They make me
Vicky,
nauseous.
you follow. It says eat with food. Now the vitamins you eat are the Go sugar vitamins.
The Gogi
Yeah,
vitamins.
they're literally gummy
so
bears.
good.
No, they're
so
for
good.
little kids. They're not even real vitamins. They're jelly candy coated in sugar. There's no way they're good for you.
Uncle Charlie's from My Three Sons. Thank you, Denise.
From what?
Thank you. I knew it was from a show, My Three Sons. Denise came up with it.
Wait,
Denise Hofield.
Denise.
I
So,
know.
but here's the thing. I'm not sick. You are sick. I eat my athletic greens. You wouldn't try athletic greens. And it's delicious.
No,
It's
it was
delicious.
tasty. It was tasty.
And I'm now officially 12 days without bread. And I feel great. I'm losing weight. Do I look
Such a
good?
bragger. You do look good.
I love hearing you say
You
that.
do. I know, but let's talk about psychosomatic because that's really funny that you should have had to just brought that up. Because so our daughter Tabby has this condition where her blood pressure can drop. And so she is on medicine for it. But with that said, she has inherited Vinny's aversion to seeing any blood. So yesterday,
Not any blood. My blood.
your blood,
My blood.
So-
I can see your blood.
right?
Although
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Let's not even go
I
there.
don't like blood.
So yesterday, I had bought one of those food sensitivity kits, which, by the way, I should have just thrown $300
Okay, wait.
out the
First of
window.
all, you bought it 8 months ago.
It doesn't matter. It was $300.
No, because this is right back the same thing. It's like you bought it and it's on a counter somewhere. I could go to the garage right now and show you edge cleaners and
You threw my edge cleaner away. But let's get back to the story. So anyway, yesterday I bring it down to do it. And it was literally $300. And so I said, okay, we're going to do this because, she's got a bunch of food sensitivities. And it's supposed to be this new thing. So she doesn't have to, it comes, you prick the finger, you drop blood into all these little cards.
For God's sake, take a sip of beer.
Okay. All right. I'm on antibiotics. So
Okay, you want water? Your mother would approve.
yeah, it's fine. So, so we prick the finger, and she says to me, "I think I'm going to pass out." To which I say, and she hadn't eaten breakfast, which I didn't realize. So I said, "Tabby, let's stop." And then she says, "No, we've already started. I'm going to finish."
What she really said was, no, goddamn it, I'm going to finish. She
Right.
cursed, which I don't approve of.
And so then she literally, then all of a sudden went, boom. I grabbed her. And then she literally then had a seizure, like full on seizure. I grabbed her, I held her. But because one of our pit bulls thought something was happening, she got very nervous and was trying to like pull on my arm.
The pit bull.
The pit bull, because she's protective of Tabby. So, I mean, she's not doing anything to hurt me, but she's scared. And so her making that loud noise jolted Tabby awake. Tabby jumped up, disoriented, looked at me, and then she was not feeling well. But, and so then she had to lay down for a while. But she got that from you. She's inherited that from you, because when he has to go get blood drawn, it's a huge production. Like, I have to stop what I'm doing. I have to go with him. We have to ask for the nicest nurse. No joke. Like, I have to say, like, do you have somebody that can help out that's not going to just do the best job? Because my husband gets really faint.
I don't get faint unless the nurse is an ass.
No, you do all the time. And then I have to hold your hand like you're 4 while you get your blood drawn. And it was funny because...
Okay, go ahead.
Well, this story, we were talking about in the kitchen, and then Tabby brought up the fact when Tabby was 8, Tabby had a surgery on her elbow, and they had to take the pins out. And she's an 8-year-old little kid, scared, and Vinny was like, I'll go, I'll take her, I'll take her.
Dr. Adolfson.
Yeah, he lives in our town. So they go to take it out, and Tabby looks, and the nurse is now fawning all over you because Vinny was about to pass out. He was about
disgusting.
to pass
It was
out.
so disgusting. Like, she got a pin in her arm. It's gross. But can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
You're not even remotely empathetic. Like, when I
No.
get... Huh?
No, I'm not.
You're not. Like,
No.
when I got sick the one time, I woke up on the floor. Okay, first of all, I said to the nurse, listen, I get sick. Please don't talk about what we're doing. I'm going to just look away, and I'm going to read my book. And please don't mention. And she goes, oh, you got good veins. And right away, I'm off to the races. I don't hear about my veins. And then she missed. And she goes, I can't believe I missed that vein. It's a beautiful vein. And I'm like, oh my God, I got a vampire. And the next thing I know, I wake up. But here's you, because she went and got you. First of all, I'm coated in sweat, like any man would be. You don't care about giving up your blood. You've got shit blood. You don't take vitamins. I take vitamins. My blood's all doing something. Every corpuscle in my system is hard at work. There's a finely tuned machine. So I can't, like, all my blood's working. It's shooting through the liver and taking out toxins and doing what blood does. Your blood is lazy and you don't give a shit. That's when I get sick. Now, when I got sick, I wake up and I look up and the room spins a bit and there's you next to the nurse going, bam. He does this every time. This is so frustrating. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm almost dead.
It is because you did it. First of all, Jan Derrick says she's the same as you, that she has to lay down.
Who does?
Jan Derrick. She just said that. She commented.
Thank you, Jan Derrick. If Vicky was in the room with you, she'd be like, you know what, Jan, don't be a pain in the ass.
No, Jan, here's really where it stems. So Vinny and the birth of our last child.
Oh my God.
Literally, my pulse, I'll never get over it. My pulse had dropped to it was like something crazy, like 55/30. They had to lay down my bed, put an oxygen mask on. And when the baby was starting to come out, literally.
The baby got stuck.
Yes, the baby got stuck.
It's the last baby.
And Vinny literally was passing out, and they had to take the oxygen off my face and give it to him when I'm giving birth. So no, I don't want to hear it, that you can't get your blood drawn.
Okay, and let's just discuss the rest of that little shindig, because what happened was I heard the doctor say, check that blood pressure. And then she went to check your cuff again. And Dr. what's his name again? Dr. Farber said, no, not her, him, which I didn't appreciate. And then I got the oxygen.
Yeah.
And you looked up and said, I have a baby stuck in my crotch. And then what'd you say? You disgust me.
I was really angry.
Yeah, you were angry.
I was really angry. I was extremely uncomfortable, and that's putting it mildly.
Can I tell the other part of the story, what really got me?
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't care, right?
I don't care, dude.
Okay, because what happened was the baby stuck. First, they took a plunger out, and they're trying to plunge my baby's head.
It's called a vacuum.
And whatever. They're turning it on like it's a shop vac from Home Depot, and they're trying to get the baby out. I'm like, don't vacuum her head. The head is soft.
Well, Maddie was vacuumed out, too.
Yeah, well, you can't vacuum out every kid. Okay,
Yeah.
Sooner or later, get your uterus under control, woman. And so then what happened is Farber goes, I'm looking for the birth, the miracle. This is, and then Dr. Farber goes, I'm gonna do an episiotomy. And before I knew anything at all, it's snip. That's what got me.
That's what you got you.
Yes.
That's what you got you.
Yes, he actually said, I'm gonna widen the birth canal. And I'm like, hey, take it easy. My wife doesn't have a canal. She's got a little trickling stream. Maybe your whore of a wife has a canal, but mine.
You're such an asshole.
But it was okay, so I don't like blood. And Tabby doesn't like blood. But
No.
Tabby also has the low blood thing going on.
She has the low blood thing going on.
You were a lot more empathetic toward her than you were toward me.
Well, she's my kid.
What, can I tell you one of the stories that I really enjoy? I gave blood.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yes, you have, because Vinny's mom passed away very sadly from leukemia. And during that time frame, they were short on blood. So you would go give blood, but go on. Yeah.
And at that blood drive, you, George Tigalar,
Yeah.
Bev Tigalar, a nurse, and maybe Mark McCoy
Right.
were all around me. Like Bev was rubbing one leg, you're rubbing the other
Yeah,
leg.
because you're sweating profusely.
But I
Right.
toughed it out.
You toughed it out,
I
big
toughed
boy.
it out.
You toughed it out.
I'm going to give blood again because they're
Yeah.
short blood again. I
they?
have that very rare O blood that everybody likes. And on top of that, my mother was given copious amounts of blood. So
Right.
I feel necessary to give back.
Right.
So I'm going to give blood again. We should do another blood drive at the club.
No, we should.
I don't know if you're allowed to do them now, though.
You probably with COVID, you're not.
You can't do them, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you'd have to be like some special
Gotta be some special something or other.
Yeah, I would think so.
And I'm with my blood now is even better because I'm off bread.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's super blood now because there's no carbs in it.
You're really annoyed that I'm off bread.
It's just, you know what? So if anyone's been around Vinny when he's on his no bread diet, he's super superior about it. Like, you're like, Vinny, would you like some eggs and toast? I'm not eating toast. Do I look a lot thinner? Do I look thinner? I'm not eating that today. I'm not eating that. That's the way you are about it.
My nickname for myself is I'm a fat whale man. And so I want to lose that extra 6 pounds because,
No, listen, more power to you that you can do it. It's awesome. Because, I mean, really, at the end of the day, there's nothing besides bread being super tasty.
it's unbelievably good.
Super tasty.
Let me tell you something about being off bread. It's in my memory, it's even more delicious.
Yeah.
Like I remember bread the same way I remember things from my youth. That when you go back and see, I'm like, well, this is tiny. And
Right.
you ever go, I remember that great big
Sure.
park we went to? You go in the park is that big. Bread in my memory is unbelievable. It's orgasmic. Bread it's so good. But it's probably not that good in real life. All right, so we're gonna move on.
Yeah, we are. So I wanted to chime in, see how everybody's doing with the bags. Because
You gotta have a sip of beer. You sound
Jesus
The
Christ.
beer helps.
it's gonna counteract with my
Doesn't
my stolen antibiotic.
You diagnosed yourself anyway. Addie.
Well, talking about diagnosing yourself. Hold on, I'm fine. Talk about diagnosing yourself. So I had called the EMO
Right.
for Madison. Madison had a really deep chest cold.
Oh, so funny. I love the story.
So I called the EMO and I say, first of all, Maddie's 22, so she could have made the call herself, but still relies on mom to do that. And I'm happily still doing the job. So I call up and I say, I have my daughter. I believe she has bronchitis. To which they say, she doesn't have COVID? No, she doesn't have COVID. I don't know if she doesn't have COVID, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I think she doesn't have COVID. And they said, oh, so you think she has bronchitis? I said, yeah, I think she has bronchitis. Now, so we drive to the EMO. I still expect them to do all the tests, like flu, bronchitis, COVID. I expect them to do everything. So I'm sitting out in the parking lot, and I'm out there maybe 10 minutes. Maddie comes back in. She goes, I have 3 prescriptions. I go, what do you have? She goes, I don't know. I go, what do you mean you don't know? And she goes, I don't know what I have. And I said, Madison, give me the paperwork. Show me the paperwork. Ma, I don't have any paperwork. I go, you didn't pay the copay? No, they didn't ask
You didn't tell
for
him
it.
where she went?
I just said the EMO. So then I said, Madison, well, what did they say? She said, your mom said you have bronchitis, so here you go. I go, well, I mean, I was a big fan of Grey's Anatomy, but I have no medical degree. Like, why would you listen to me?
Well, that's the whole. Listen,
Why would you listen to me?
there are great doctors,
Yes.
and then there are not great doctors, and it's the same with the paramedics. Like that time we went to see. No, I'm not gonna rat you out. The time we went to see Stephen King, and the guy's dying in line, he's having a heart attack. The paramedics walk up, they're putting gloves on. The man's convulsing on the floor. And I'm like, I think he might die. And he did die. He died right in front of me.
Right. Oh, and by the way, Anthony Villa just said, beer is liquid bread. Drink up, baby.
What's that?
Beer is liquid bread.
Liquid. No, you know what? Screw you, Anthony. One beer. You know what? There's no carbs. This is carb-free. Is it bread? Is it like bread? Anthony, is it fattening? Oh my God, no one just told me I'm going to get fat.
Yeah.
1 beer a week, I'm not getting nervous. Shut up, Anthony. Shut your face. Let me enjoy my 1 beer. Besides, not just beer, I'm having a little COVID with my beer.
Yeah. No, I did give Maddie a COVID test. She doesn't have COVID. So, and we're not spreading COVID around.
This is you too. You go, should I take a COVID test? I'm like, well, if you think you should take a test, take a test. And Vicky is hoarding COVID tests. She's got like 8 of them. She goes, I don't want to use one up. I'm like, take it easy, Fauci. Just use a test. Don't be such a cheapskate. We have the test.
We have a lot of tests.
Yeah, but you got to use it now before COVID's not even a thing.
I know.
It's coming back. You know that, right? Mm-hmm. COVID is coming back.
I know, but everybody's done.
No, it's coming back. It's coming back in time for the election. The Democrats are in deep trouble. Come on. It's
terrible.
At this point,
No, listen, even if it comes back, we have to live with it. But
Even come back, what?
we have to live with it.
I wonder who said that in 2020.
No, in 2020.
I did. That was me.
No, in
I
2020,
said that.
we weren't equipped to deal with it. Now we are equipped. A lot of people are vaccinated. We know how to handle it.
The vaccines are wearing off.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Well, actually, I kind of am.
You are a doctor.
I kind of am because I diagnosed Maddie with bronchitis, and they treated her for it.
I'm going to get another booster I'm going to time it. I'm going to get mine in October.
Why October?
Because then 6 months good, and then right back to spring weather.
Right.
October, November, December, January, February, March, April, I'm back outside
Right.
doing manly shit. I do a lot of manly shit.
Yeah,
What I did the other day with manly. You saw it on my Facebook page. I rode a horse in the river.
Oh, you did. A horse in the river with a horse shit.
With the horse shit. We talked about that.
Horse shit. We did.
So now, Vicky, let's talk a little bit about your. Can we talk about the foxes?
Yes, but first I want to talk about how's everybody doing with the bags, with the plastic bag ban in effect. The Brand household is not faring well, and here's why. We forget every time we go to the store, and we go to the store a lot. So this is just this
Before
week.
you do, can I just say one thing? What I did the other day, I don't know if this is what's going to happen with the bag ban.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went through the store. I had coats with pockets, and I just started stuffing my pockets.
Aren't you worried about people accusing you of shoplifting?
No, because when I get to the register, I unstuff my pockets. And then when I'm done with the register, I put them back in my pockets. I make sure I get a receipt. But it does kind of feel like I've always been a good boy. I've never shoplifted. But
It's weird that you're calling yourself a good boy, but go on.
I've always been a very...
It feels weird.
I've been a naughty boy.
Yeah.
Listen, I've never stolen anything. So
Right.
it feels good to feel like maybe I am, like I'm a rebel.
Oh, rebels.
I'm putting my deodorant in my thing. So I think people are going to steal more.
They could. They very likely could. But so it went into effect May 4th, right?
May 4th.
So today is May 10th. We have one, two,
I don't know how these are any better.
3, 4. We go to the grocery store a lot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Holy shit.
13, 14, 15 bags since May 4th.
I got bad news for you. There's 2 in my truck.
Oh my God, 17 bags.
How is this better? What are these?
Bags.
Why are these better?
I don't know. Well, these are only 50 cents. So that's why we're buying them.
Oh, wait a minute. I see why these are better. These are made in China. To machine wash. You can wash these.
15 bags.
Okay.
15. Well, look how small they made them too. So look how small. So you gotta buy. You have to buy like a million bags.
Okay, I want you to know something. This reusable bag is made of non-woven polypropylene with a minimum material weight of 80 GSM, whatever that means. It's designed to carry 22 pounds at a distance of 175 feet for 125 uses. The bag does not contain lead, cadmium, or other metals in toxic amounts. So it's in there, but not in toxic amounts. Now, I think plastic bags were manufactured here in this country.
Right, because they were. We talked about it because there's 1 million people that worked at those plants.
Yeah.
30,000 people specifically on plastic bags.
30,000 in this country.
30,000 specifically.
And now this is made in China by a company called Acorn East. And let me tell you something. Okay, if you are a plastic bag worker that was laid off by this law,
right,
your resume is not going to land you another gig because how's that work? What are your experiences? You should see me on the plastic bag machine. But I don't know how this is better because we have how many of these?
I have 17 bags.
Plus my 2 or total?
No, that's total. 17 bags.
And by next week we'll have 27.
Well, I just honestly, every time I get to the store, and traffic is really bad in our town right now. So fighting the traffic, by the time I get to the store and I get out of the car, I'm like, oh, not again. And Maddie and I do the grocery shopping in the house. And so every time she leaves, like I'll write on the grocery list, don't forget the bags. And I don't know, we just forget the bags.
It is better though.
Yes, it is. It's definitely better. I just have to get into a routine. Like I have to put all the bags in the car. But also when we used to buy reusable bags, like when Whole Foods first opened, and we were like all gung-ho on Whole Foods and we bought like the bags.
Back when we had money.
Yeah, back when we had money, we could waste it that way, going to Whole Foods all fancy.
$8 for a blueberry. It's worth it.
Yeah. And but I would give out the Whole Foods bags. Like if I needed a present to give to somebody, I'd be like, I'll put it in a Whole Foods bag. It's an expensive bag. Here you go.
You were bragging to people.
No.
I overpaid for produce.
No. So, yeah, yeah.
Can I tell you something? Some of the stuff is stupid, right? So, for example, now I have wanted for a long time to get rid of plastic bottles at the club.
Yeah, you have.
I wanted to go to a Berkey filter system and filter water, which will cost us a lot of money.
Right.
But it's better, all the plastic bottles. Plastic bottles got to go.
Yeah.
Plastic bottles have to go. Now, they instituted the paper straw.
Right.
And you can't give a plastic straw.
No, you can give out the plastic straw still. I looked it up. You just have to request it. You have to ask for it.
I thought plastic straws were going to be illegal.
I'm pretty
Sophia,
sure I
could you
looked it
Google
up.
that?
Yeah.
Can you Google whether plastic straws are going to be illegal?
Right. So, by the way, Todd and Ron are both saying to leave it in the car, and so is Denise. And I know I would. That's what I want to do is leave it in the car.
I think the whole point, Todd, is that we forget.
Yeah, given that we have so many bags.
Here, Todd, I have an idea. Why don't you stay in your lane? So are plastic straws going to become illegal?
Well, some places, on January 1st, 2019, California became the first state to mandate that full-service restaurants could only distribute single-use plastic straws to customers who specifically requested them.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, if you're an adult and you still need a straw, it's really time for you to grow up.
Well, certain drinks, I feel like you need.
Yeah.
Why would you want to put your mouth on like a cup ring?
Okay, the only drink. First of all, your hands are on it. The only drink that requires a straw is perhaps the greatest drink of all,
a milkshake.
The milkshake. That's it. That's it.
We're in agreement on the milkshake.
But what I want to do is I want to get a sturdy glass straw with Stress Factory on it, and I want to sell them. And if you come in with your Stress Factory straw, you bring it home.
Well, why don't you get a reusable plastic straw? Because the glass straw will break. Like you don't want the glass in your mouth like that.
Listen, I think we could do plastic, but
metal one. You need the metal one with the rubber tip. Yeah.
Metal ones I could do.
Yeah.
But metal tastes funny, right?
Yeah, we use a plastic reusable straw.
We need to have a straw.
Yeah.
That you can reuse. We use them at home. We use all reusable straws.
Yeah, I just said that.
I wasn't listening to you.
I know.
The thing is, that, whatever.
So, by the way, this is what Vinny does in our meetings at work. We'll be in a big staff meeting, and I'll say, what about we do, I don't know, whatever, like this promotion, I think that the customers would really like it. And Vinny'll be like, nah. What if we, and then he'll just rephrase exactly what I just said. Like it was his idea.
Some of my best thinking is done by Vicky. Some of my best ideas came from some silly thing she said.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we should get a straw and sell the straw.
Okay.
But you got to get them to bring them back, right?
You think people are going to bring their straws back?
I would. I think that's a fun thing. If you bring your straw back, maybe you get something. I don't know.
You think that you would?
I don't think you would.
We can't even remember to go grocery shopping.
I don't think you would. I think I would. Okay, but maybe it's not even that. Maybe just use it at home. I don't care. I think the straw ban and the plastic bag, because also this, with the plastic bags, they were always pieces of shit. You put one thing in it, the first handle rips, there go the eggs. I'm glad to see the plastic bags.
No, I think it is better for the environment, but truth be told, I do have a huge stash of plastic bags I've been saving.
Oh, you seriously, you have an issue with bags in general. Like, I honest to God, this happened. Vicky loves plastic bags. So we go to the grocery store, 86 plastic bags. She takes one and stuffs all the others in there.
I
And then-
reuse them.
And so we have literally, dozens and dozens of bags full of plastic bags. And so I was cleaning up the pantry one day and I threw a bunch of them away and I put them into a large, hefty plastic bag. No matter how you do it, there's a lot of plastic involved. And Vicky comes home and she walks in the pantry, goes, where are my bags? I'm like, oh my God, you have an issue. You have an issue. You dug them out of the
Well,
garbage.
no, first you lied. And you said, I didn't do anything with them. And I said, Vinny, all my plastic bags were on this shelf. They're gone. And you said, you didn't need them anyway.
Yeah, you don't need them. There's something wrong with you. You have like a bag lady. I think maybe you were a bag lady in a future life, of a past life rather, because
I don't like to throw things away. So let's move on to our stupid news because I'm really excited
and
about
then
this.
can we just talk about your fox?
Okay.
Or do you not want to talk about your fox?
If we
We're going
have
broke.
time. Yeah. So
Vicky's feeding the animals.
well, no. So at our house, we have a lot of fox, which I think we've talked about. The fox families, they're all over. There's got to be at least, no joke, at least 20 fox on our property. Because they all had fox babies and they ate all of our chickens. And
Fox babies.
Yeah.
What else would they have?
Yeah. So anyway, we built a cat house for our cats.
Yes.
We rescued these 3 cats. One cat is missing a back paw.
We took them out of an interior shelter and shoved them into a shed.
No. So they lived in our garage, but they were wild cats, so they like to go outside and they would come inside. And I'm highly allergic to them, even though I love them. And
One has no foot.
one is missing a paw. She's
One is
so
mange.
Sweet. But they're really just sweet cats.
And one is nasty.
No, she's not nasty. She just doesn't like you. So anyway, Vinny went out and got me this huge shed for the cats. And we made it it's literally, the cats are Tabitha's. And I've had to take them over now that she went to college. And so every morning and every night I go out, I feed the cats, I talk to the cats. And I have gotten the cats to go into the cat shed. It's been a lot of work, especially because I can't physically pick them up because I'm allergic.
But you do. You're a trooper.
Yeah, so the fox have been going in and eating all my cat food. So all day long, I sit there and I open the window and I yell. Thankfully, we don't have any near neighbors. I yell, I see you!
It's insane.
I see you! And then when they come back, I then run out and chase them. So,
It's actually quite entertaining, and I should videotape it because it's like watching like a chihuahua just nonstop. You're chasing fox. You don't think it's an issue? We should.
No. But what I'd like to do, if my allergies weren't so bad, I'm probably gonna have Tabby do it, is just hide in the cat house all day. So every time that they come in, she just goes, ah, like that.
When I just said I have a heart trap, catch the fox. We'd have to catch about 25.
No, but the other problem is the raccoons come in too. Because remember that one night the raccoons scared me.
Currently, we're feeding.
The deer go in there too.
This is what we're feeding. I just want you to know why we can't have a vacation home.
Yeah.
We're feeding 4 dogs,
Yeah.
3 cats,
Yeah.
4 goats,
Yeah.
a snake,
Yep.
a mouse.
That we have to put the mouse far away from the snake so the snake can't smell the mouse.
Okay.
Because the snake wants to eat mice. And we feed the snake frozen mice.
3 cats,
Yeah.
20 fox.
Yeah. The deer go in the cat house too.
The deer go in the cat house and a couple raccoons.
Yeah.
All right. And every day I see the Amazon driver dropping off cat food, and we gotta cut back.
Right. And I will say we almost had a momentary lapse of judgment. We almost had it.
It was close.
So it was close.
Even I was on board.
Well, it was this past weekend. I went to Michigan to drive home with Tabitha, and I had to do some things with Maddie for with parties with parents. And so I'm in Michigan, and Cassie says, Dad's going to take me to the puppy store. I go, what? Dad's going to take me to the puppy store. And so lately, Vinny's been making me the bad guy with things. So that's super fun. So, and he side texted me we're not really going to get a dog. You're not going to let me get the dog, right? And
I'm texting her.
right.
This dog's adorable. You have to tell her no.
Right. So he side texted me. But in the family group chat, he's sending pictures of the fucking puppy.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
The dog is so cute.
And so then I was like, no, we can't. We have 4 dogs already. And we have had 5 dogs. And let me tell you, the 5 dogs, it's a tipping point for me. Like, it's almost like a kennel.
Yeah, you had 5 dogs at 25.
All right. So anyway, and so the next day, I'm still in Michigan. They're now going to the pet store again. And I get the text from Cassie, that dog is sold. I'm so upset, blah, 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 blah. So I drive home.
They pump out the puppies.
Yeah. So I drive home from Michigan and we go straight to Cassie's game. And they won the game. So now they have to play another game because they're in a tournament. And we miss the puppy store being open. And so then the very next day, she's like, all upset. I got to go to the puppy store. And my older girls are like, Ma, we're not really getting a dog, are we? I said, I don't know. Your father's taking your sister to get a dog. I don't know. So we go back to the puppy store. And this particular puppy store that we were at has been picketed several times. Just that little ditty. And
by the way, if you're picketing a puppy store, you need to get a hobby.
So anyway,
how do you know it's a puppy mill?
I don't know. They do. But
they
anyway,
don't know.
And so
people don't like anything.
So anyway, we have rescue dogs. So, but it was one of those momentary lapse of like, whatever. So then Vinny says, well, let's go check out the other puppy store. So we're there and it's an accredited store and they're showing us the pictures of all of their parents and they're in the accreditation club.
And the whole puppy business is how evil it is, right? Did you see the names of the dogs? It's so, when I bought a dog, the mother's name was, Scamp and Lucky. Mm-hmm. And now all the parent dog names, and they put it on embossed paper.
Right.
It really looks regal. And all the names are Sir Charlie of Westingham and Lord Lady. And I'm like, I'm looking at it because I'm cynical. I'm going, what a bunch of horse shit. And they're going, its bloodlines are really good. And you look, and the oldest bloodline is 2019. So that's 3 years ago. So, I mean, these are 2 dogs. They gave them a name. And they start pumping out puppies. And we can't talk anymore.
Yeah, Cassie's here. Well, anyway, what happened is I said, let's put a beat on it.
Cassie just came in.
Yeah.
Cassie's here now.
Yeah. Yeah. So I said, let's put a beat on it. Let's wait till Charlie comes home. That's Maddie's dog. With Maddie. Maddie's dog comes home. And Maddie's dog is in heat. And so I have a dog walking around with a diaper on.
Yeah.
So I said,
why can't we just like a normal human being make a new dog?
Yeah. So anyway, but let's get into our stupid news.
Because
my mom's been working on our stupid news segments.
It's great.
My mom's been pulling it.
She pulled up some good ones.
She really did.
Cass, will you get Mom a glass of water? Mom sounds like a cigar smoker. Oh, you are the best.
Oh, so Ron and Todd both say hi, Cassie.
You go around, huh? Don't kick those things. Careful.
Yeah. So, thank you.
Take a sip.
Thank you.
You need a sip.
That's okay.
Just take a sip.
No, it's fine. I'm fine.
No, get a close up on her sipping that water.
So anyway, let's start with the first stupid news. So these are my favorite things. It's just how stupid some criminals are.
Unbelievable. Is the first one? That's the first one?
So the first one was a man literally decided to rob a concealed carry convention. Like, how stupid do you have to be that you don't look to see what where you're robbing first?
Didn't this happen twice? Didn't somebody also just try to rob a gun store?
Yes.
And got killed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, you don't rob a gun store. You don't rob a concealed carry conventions either, because everybody there is packing.
You sound like a criminal counselor. You shouldn't rob a gun store.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're going to do it right.
No,
I'm just saying.
Don't rob anything.
I'm just saying.
But did the guy with the concealed carry, did he get shot?
He did.
Did he?
14 times.
14 times. And how many bullets hit him?
I don't know. 5 people shot him.
5 people shot him. He's no more.
He's no more.
And so it's a tragic story.
It's a really
It's a ridiculously funny, tragic story.
Yes.
Because you tried to rob the wrong store.
Right. So,
and you have to think he didn't have a gun to begin with, right? That's the only reason to rob.
No, so the story was he went in and he tried to steal somebody's gun from a bag, and that's what set it all off.
Oh, I thought that's the one that got shot twice.
No, that's a different story.
The one with the bag, he got shot twice, I thought.
No, that's a different story.
So this one, there was a bunch of people shooting. This guy's it was like a shooting gallery. It was like 5 shooters.
No, this was a convention and where they all had their
Okay, the
guns
guy with the
them.
bag is the one that got shot by the cop, and the guy that, right?
I don't know. You didn't read any of the stuff. I just want to point out, Vinny didn't read any of the stuff, obviously.
Don't rob a gun store. Don't rob a concealed carry convention.
Yeah.
Okay, I love this next story.
Okay, so the next story.
This is the one your mom found, right?
Yes, the next story is, can we throw that up? So Nassau has decided.
NASA is a county in Long Island. NASA. National Aeronautic Space Administration.
I just want you to know I've been pronouncing it wrong.
I've been reading a lot of, I'm reading all this stuff now. NASA.
So they have decided they're going to send nude images of a male and a female waving hello out to space to attract aliens, to see if there's other alien life forms. Like, that's what we're down to, sending nudes out to space?
Even our 9-year-old knows that's ridiculous.
Yes, she's cracking up hysterically.
First of all, the average nude individual is not attractive. Have you been to the local Burger King? Listen, you're going to have to, and you also know this. I'm sorry, you're going to get mad at me. You know damn right well. It's going to be some woke effort, and they're going to send out fat nudies. There's someone's going to say, well, you can't send out the wrong body image. Okay, and so some alien is going to pop open a picture of someone and go, I am never going there. Okay,
that's so terrible. No, but I just think that, I don't know how, like, that would be like our representation of us. Like, we can't send out something better to attract, like nude people waving.
Do you realize how far we have fallen from our great moment as a country? John Kennedy said, I believe at the end of this decade, we can send a man to the moon and return them safely to Earth. And now there's someone going, nudies, send out a nudie. And like, first of all, why? Why do you want to attract aliens with naked shots? What is every alien abduction story involves some type of canal probe. Yeah. Okay, what are we doing?
I don't know.
That we're asking the aliens. See, here's a diagram when you have to stick a probe in. It can't be, but it's a real story.
It's a real story. My mom found it today. She called me up. I actually was driving Cassie and Abby to soccer. Cassie's one of Cassie's best friends. And she calls me up and she's on speaker. I say, hey, Ma, we're just listening to a great song. Can I call you back? And she goes, no, I got to tell you this. She said, this is real. NASA wants to send naked nudes out to space. I go, whoa, I've got kids in the car. I don't know what you're going to say. I got to call you back.
But, okay, it's asinine across the board.
It is.
You want to attract aliens? Send them out. Someone dressed in a snappy Ralph Lauren with a Louis Vuitton bag.
A Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton bag, heels, done up hair. Don't send out nudes.
I know, it's crazy. Why don't we take a minute just to say hi to everybody, because we're about to wrap up.
Well, I want to talk more about the story just for a second, because I just want to ask you, you do realize that that's your tax money at work.
Oh, I realize that.
Okay, so not only... I can't even imagine. Like, how would an alien even comprehend that what is clothed or naked?
Well, maybe the thought process is if they don't wear clothes, that they could identify with our naked-nakies.
What?
If they're naked, they don't wear clothes. Maybe we don't wear clothes, and we wave hi. First of all, this is such an egocentric thing, right? To just assume that this is the interspace. Or hi.
The way
like
to say hi in alien life form is to go like this.
You saw
Okay,
that on
stop
a
watching Star
cartoon.
Trek.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Okay, first of all, clothing is a sign of an advanced society,
Right.
right? Not an advanced society doesn't send out nudes. Like
Well,
if
you
I was
don't
an
know that.
alien,
You don't know that.
yeah, I do know that.
No, because what
I
if on
do.
their planet they don't need clothes? What if they don't need clothes?
No, everybody needs clothes.
You say that as an
Okay.
Earthling.
Okay, let me tell you
need
something.
clothes.
Okay, let's
There's
just
plenty of tribes.
no, let's do a little thinking on this. Okay,
You know there's aliens.
hang on, Cass. This is very important. Okay, so let's say you're going to develop a spaceship.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you need a pocket protector. And if you're naked, where are you putting your pen when you're doing the calculations? Okay? The only place I could think to hold a pen, you would never use a pen again. Now, let me tell you something. You need a pocket protector. Okay? Ralph, can I borrow your pen? Ah, Ralph. Okay, now, so first of all, we started as a species unclothed. We were naked. Okay? And it doesn't matter which story you believe, right? In other words, if you believe in Adam and Eve,
Right.
they were naked. They had a fig leaf. So if you're a creationist,
Right.
Adam and Eve were naked,
Right.
okay? And we developed clothing was the first thing we developed.
Right.
All right. Now, if you don't believe in Adam and Eve, or you believe in the evolution of mankind,
Yeah.
we descended from the apes.
Right.
And no ape wears clothing. So clothing is an advancement in society. Now, some alien on a spaceship, okay, sitting down with stanky ass on his spaceship seat, and his other alien friend's gonna go, you know what, Mork, put some pants on,
Mork.
whatever, whatever. Okay, there's never been an alien movie where the aliens were naked. Didn't E.T. have clothing on?
I think they gave ET clothes.
Of course they did. Spielberg knows. Spielberg is a genius.
Right.
The first thing he said is, E.T.'s got to wear clothing. This is, I'm a big fan of NASA.
Right.
And I want to call them and say, no.
Vinny
And
Brand says no.
well, also, if you are sending it out, I just know there'll be some woke jackass deciding what pictures to send out, and aliens will be like, this society is fat and out of shape. Okay? Don't go there. They're nasty. They're nasty.
All right. Well, let's say hi to everybody. So we had.
Does anybody agree with me?
So
Please tell me if you agree with me, by the way. I want to know. Go ahead.
So far, Annette's watching. Hi, Annette. Oh, Phil says Donkey Kong wears a tie.
What?
Donkey Kong. Phil Manza says Donkey Kong wears a tie.
Even Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And believe me, that, okay, Phil, I don't know if you know this or not, that's a video game. But the thing is,
Yeah.
Phil, that the donkey is developing. Isn't Donkey Kong a gorilla?
Yeah, he is.
That doesn't even make sense. Why'd they name it a donkey?
So
Yes, I
Brian
did.
DeBonis says that we need stress factor reusable bags. Come on, Vin, make it happen.
Okay, Vicky can do that.
Jan Derrick says, "What if the aliens send back nude pictures of themselves?" That's a good thought, Jan.
Well,
That's a
if
good
the
thought.
aliens sent back nudies of themselves, that would be a society. I would immediately giddy up the army and go kick that society's ass and take over whatever they have.
Yeah. Oh, Denise, I don't want your cats. Do not try to pawn more cats
Christ
off
Almighty!
on us.
Let me tell you something,
I
Denise.
don't want your cats.
No, Denise. You come to the house. I'm sticking 6 cats in your car.
Yeah. And Phil says that we should call it Funny Farm. We should have a reality show called Funny Farm with the animals in the club.
Who's that?
I
Phil
love it.
Manza?
Yeah.
I like that, Phil Manza.
Yeah, and Mike always gets a soda at the Stress Factory. We have
You
so
really
many.
need a lozenge.
Okay, well, all right, whatever. Mike and Denise, you can just bring back the soda cup. We have a soda cup you could buy that you could just bring back. You don't have to.
Who are you talking about?
Mike and Denise always buy the soda cups.
Mike and Denise, don't stop buying them. I've got 2 kids at the University of Michigan. Buy the cup. Don't be cheap.
Right. So, but this is interesting, Vinny. Phil went to Trader Joe's on the 3rd and asked if he could take all their paper bags. They didn't give them to me at first, but I said, you're not going to use them after tomorrow. So then
So
they gave
paper bags are also illegal?
Yeah.
Why are paper bags illegal?
I don't know. Hi, Mary. Hi, Lee.
Vic, you got to do something.
Mary Beth, I know. Well, we're wrapping up here. But I also want to thank you, Ron. He said, feel better. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's the very first person to say, feel better, Vicky.
No, other people.
Everyone else just laughing at your naked aliens.
No. So the other thing that we want to do, and this is the last thing, is my mom and her friends watch from the Legion a lot.
The American Legion
They
in
do. In Panama City Beach.
Pensacola.
No, Panama City Beach.
Panama City Beach.
I swear to God, he's been there like a million times. He doesn't even pay attention where we are. But I just want to say a quick hello to one of the ladies from the Legion. It's her birthday today.
Who is it?
It's Roswita's birthday. So
We saw her picture on
so
the
we can
Facebook.
put up. So
Happy
happy birthday,
birthday.
Roswita. We hope you have a great, great day. We wish you the best.
Can I say something too?
Yeah.
My new video's up
Oh, yes.
on Instagram, and it's we're starting to get the traction we need. Vinny _ brand. Look at that video, and not for anything, but the counts are going higher and higher.
Yeah.
Which is really enjoyable to do.
Right.
And tomorrow, I think tomorrow we're shooting another sketch that I love. And that Vicky will be in this one.
Yeah.
You weren't in the slap sketch.
No, I wasn't. And also, we might be doing, fingers crossed, an interview with someone that we're really excited to have.
Oh, we are doing an interview. We just have to get it set up.
Yeah, we're having set up. So
We have to get set up. We have 2. Actually, Vicky, there are 3 interviews that need to get set up. All 3 are exciting. And I want you to know, Vicky, that it looks so good on the television here when they're looking at you and you're doing this.
No, because I'm reading it. I like to read the comments. I feel like I have to get like a big screen behind so I can see. So Phil says, why do I feel like the History Channel's next show is going to be Ancient Naked Aliens? That's really funny. That's really funny,
What do you
Phil. The next History Channel.
Yeah, Ancient Naked. Oh, yeah. Well, the naked aliens, I could talk about all night long.
Yeah.
And weird news I love. We did not do the story about the woman in the wall.
No, we will definitely talk about the woman in the
Next
wall
week.
next week.
Next week, the
Because
woman in the wall.
I love that story.
Well,
It's
I
so
also
creepy.
want to get some research done on the woman in the wall.
The woman on the wall, that was actually a
Don't
family.
just
Yeah.
no. The woman in the wall. The woman in the wall. Yeah, listen. The woman in the wall. Next week,
Yes.
Tuesday at 8 p.m. I promise you, the woman in the
Yeah.
wall.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Oh, Thursday night. This Thursday night,
what's Thursday night?
John Bramnick and I are at the.
Bananas. You're at Bananas.
I'm at Bananas in Hasbrook Heights, and I'm doing Trump National on Saturday night.
Right.
Now I know there's some people that think that that's bad, but Trump, you can't.
For Vinny, he doesn't care who hires him.
I don't give a shit.
He doesn't care what side of the aisle you're on. You're paying green. That's all that matters.
Well, there's also Trump National. I'm working for the people that go to Trump National, and if the Donald was there, I would instantly get that picture.
Yeah. Oh, whoever pays you.
I love y'all.
All right. Have a good night.
We're out.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.